Welcome back to Motivational Journey. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone talks about success, everyone dreams of greatness, but very few understand the real secret behind it: consistency. Consistency is not about being perfect. Consistency is about showing up. Showing up when you're tired. Showing up when you don't feel motivated. Showing up when no one claps for you. Consistency beats motivation. This idea may sound simple, but it holds the power to completely transform a person's life. Most people depend on motivation. They wait for the right mood, the right moment, the right energy, and the right environment before they take action. They say, "When I feel motivated, I will start." But the truth many never realize is that motivation is temporary, emotional, and unreliable. It rises and falls like a wave. One day you feel unstoppable, and the next day you feel tired, distracted, or discouraged. If your life depends only on motivation, you will only work when you feel good, and success does not care about how you feel. Success only responds to action, consistency, and commitment. Consistency, unlike motivation, is a decision. It is a promise you make to yourself. It means showing up again and again, not because you feel inspired, but because you have chosen a goal and refuse to give up until you reach it. When you act only when motivated, your results become inconsistent. But when you act consistently, even in small steps, your growth becomes inevitable. You might not see the change every day, but over weeks, months, and years, your efforts compound and transform you into someone stronger, wiser, and more capable. This is why discipline outperforms inspiration. Discipline is steady, motivation is momentary. Think about anyone you admire: athletes, entrepreneurs, leaders, artists. They did not succeed because they were motivated every day. They succeeded because they practiced when they were tired, studied when they wanted to rest, trained when they could have relaxed, and kept going when others quit. Motivation might start your engine, but consistency drives the vehicle all the way to the destination. Real winners are not the most motivated, they are the most consistent. There will be mornings when your alarm rings and you don't want to wake up. There will be days when working toward your goals feels slow, boring, or even pointless. You may not see results immediately, and you might feel like your efforts are invisible. But consistency is not about instant results, it's about building the habits that eventually bring results. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you strengthen your character. Every time you show up when you don't want to, you build a mindset that can handle challenges. That mindset is what separates average from exceptional. Motivation says, do it when you feel like it. Consistency says, do it even when you don't. Motivation asks for excitement. Consistency asks for commitment. Success belongs to the consistent. Anyone can feel inspired for a day, very few can stay committed for years. But those who can, those who practice daily improvement, who put one foot in front of the other, who refuse to stop showing up, eventually rise above everyone else. Not because they were lucky, but because they were persistent. When you stop chasing motivation and start building consistency, life becomes different. You stop waiting for the perfect mood, you take control of your habits. You stop depending on emotion, you rely on discipline. You stop looking at the finish line, you focus on the step in front of you. Slowly, without noise, without applause, you become unstoppable. So remember this: motivation might spark your fire, but consistency keeps it burning. Anyone can start strong, but the real power belongs to the one who continues, even when nobody is watching, even when progress feels slow, even when motivation is gone. In the end, the one who keeps going always wins. Show up daily, even when you are tired, unmotivated, or unnoticed. This simple rule might look ordinary, but it is the foundation of every extraordinary success story. Life doesn't reward talent alone, nor does it reward intelligence alone. Life rewards the person who shows up, consistently, day after day, with commitment in their heart. There will be days when your energy is low, when your mind tells you to rest, when distractions feel stronger than your purpose, and when no one is cheering for you. Those days matter the most. Because showing up in comfort is easy, showing up in discomfort builds winners. When people begin a journey, they often feel excited, inspired, and full of energy. But after a while, the excitement fades, routine starts to feel heavy, and progress might appear slow. Many stop here. They believe slow results mean no progress, and they quit before the breakthrough arrives. But the people who succeed are the ones who continue, not because they feel powerful every day, but because they understand that greatness is built in silence, one day at a time. When you show up daily, Even without visible results, you're planting seeds inside yourself, seeds of discipline, patience, and resilience. One day those seeds grow, and your effort turns into achievement. Showing up is more than physical presence. It's mental commitment. It means choosing patience over impatience, action over excuses, and growth over comfort. Sometimes you won't improve much in a day, maybe only 1%. But that 1% adds up. In a year, that small daily improvement shapes you into someone new. And you must understand this truth. Your future is not built in a single moment, it is built in the repeated quiet moments when you choose progress instead of comfort. There will be mornings when motivation is missing. You may open your eyes and feel heavy, defeated, or unsure. You may think, does it even matter? In those moments, showing up is your strength. Because when you act without motivation, you prove to yourself that your dreams are greater than your feelings. Discipline becomes your engine, and consistency becomes your fuel. Showing up daily is not just a routine, it's a promise to your future self that you will not quit. You may look around and feel like others are ahead. People may not notice your effort. No one may clap for you. But remember this, your journey is not a performance. It is preparation. Strong roots grow underground where no one sees them. A seed doesn't show results immediately, but it still grows every single day. Similarly, your growth can be silent. Your improvement can be unseen. But one day, the world will see the results of the days you kept showing up in silence. Success rarely arrives with loud celebrations at the beginning. It arrives quietly after countless ordinary days of showing up when it was easier not to. Champions are not built in stadiums, they are built in lonely mornings, late nights, and silent hours of effort. Entrepreneurs don't become successful overnight, they show up through failures, setbacks, and doubt. Students don't become sharp thinkers in one session, they show up through reading, practicing, learning. Life respects the person who respects their goals enough to keep moving. So keep showing up, for your dreams, for your growth, for your future. Even when tired, show up. Even when uncertain, show up. Even when progress feels invisible, show up. Because every day you show up, you move one step closer. And one day, the world will call you lucky, without knowing that your luck was built from quiet days of showing up when nothing around you looked promising. The world may not see your effort right now, but your future self sees it, and that is who you are working for. Keep going, keep showing up, every day counts. Small daily actions create big results. This truth is often ignored because people naturally look for dramatic moments, sudden breakthroughs, and overnight success. But in real life, greatness is not the result of one big decision, it is the result of thousands of small decisions repeated consistently over time. Every successful person you admire didn't rise because of one lucky event. They rose because they built a foundation brick by brick, day after day, quietly, patiently, and sometimes painfully. We live in a world obsessed with quick results, shortcuts, and fast achievements. But true growth, the kind that lasts, always comes from small, steady steps taken every single day. Think about how nature works. A tree does not grow from a giant explosion of effort, it begins as a tiny seed. Every day it absorbs a little sunlight, a little water, a little nourishment from the soil. For weeks or months, nothing seems to happen. But beneath the surface, life is forming, roots are growing, strength is building, and slowly, the plant rises. This is how success works. Quiet, patient, invisible progress eventually turns into visible transformation. Many people quit during the invisible phase, when results don't show yet. But those who understand the power of daily effort keep going, because they know progress takes time. Small actions might look unimportant. Reading just a few pages, exercising for 20 minutes, learning one new skill, saving a little money each day, these don't feel life-changing in the moment. But as days turn into months, these small habits stack up and create massive change. Just as one drop of water cannot fill a bucket, but millions of drops will. One day of effort changes nothing, 1 year of effort changes everything. The slow, steady improvement compounds, and what once felt small becomes powerful. That's how champions rise. That's how leaders develop. That's how a simple routine becomes a transformed life. The danger most people face is expecting instant results. They start a new habit and want instant success, instant fitness, instant learning, instant growth. When results don't show immediately, they feel discouraged, thinking their effort is useless. They don't realize that habits grow like plants, roots first, fruits later. The early stage is always silent, but it is the most important stage. The real work is happening even when it isn't visible. The mind is getting stronger, discipline is forming, confidence is building. And one day, just like a seed breaking through the soil, your progress becomes visible. The world sees the result, but you know it came from many days of small, consistent steps. Small actions also protect you from burnout. Trying to change your entire life in one day is overwhelming. But changing one tiny thing each day is sustainable. A little bit of progress every day keeps your momentum alive, and momentum is powerful. Once you build it, it carries you forward even on low-energy days. The hardest part is starting and staying patient. But the more you commit to little improvements, the more you build trust in yourself. You begin to realize that you don't need giant motivation, you only need tiny effort, repeated constantly. So never underestimate the power of small steps. Do not ignore simple habits. Do not think your effort is too little. Every big achievement you see in the world was once a small, humble beginning. Every strong person was once a beginner. Every expert once struggled. Every masterpiece began as a single stroke. Focus on what you can do today, even if it's small. Show up, take your step, repeat it tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. Keep watering the seed. One day, you will look back and realize that the tiny steps you once doubted built the life you always dreamed of. Discipline creates your future. Your habits shape your life more than your wishes, dreams, or inspiration ever will. Many people dream of success, but only those with discipline reach it. Dreams give direction, but discipline builds the road. Without discipline, a person floats wherever life pushes them. With discipline, they walk toward their goals, even when that walk feels slow, lonely, or difficult. Discipline means choosing what matters most over what feels easiest in the moment. It is the ability to control your actions, your time, and your focus, instead of letting impulses and emotions control you. Your future is not written by luck, it is shaped by the habits you repeat every single day. Think about the life you want, your goals, your dreams, the person you want to become. That version of you exists, but they don't appear by wishing. They appear through discipline. To become stronger, you must exercise. To become smarter, you must study. To grow financially, you must save and invest. To build skills, you must practice. Every day you choose discipline, you feed the future you desire. And every day you choose comfort, you feed the future you fear. The path to your best life is not dramatic, it is built moment by moment, choice by choice, habit by habit. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Discipline is not easy, and it's not supposed to be. Growth requires resistance. Just like a muscle becomes stronger by lifting weight, your character becomes stronger by lifting responsibility and pushing through discomfort. There will be days when you don't feel like working, studying, training, planning, or improving. Those days matter the most. Discipline shines brightest when motivation disappears. Anyone can be disciplined when life feels exciting and simple. True discipline shows up when life feels heavy and dull. It means waking up early when you want to sleep, staying focused when distractions scream for attention, saying no to temptations that offer short-term pleasure but long-term regret. And here is the truth many avoid: discipline and freedom are connected. Lazy thinking says freedom means doing whatever you want, whenever you want. Real life teaches the opposite. Without discipline, you become a prisoner to your habits, your excuses, your impulses, your weaknesses. With discipline, you gain freedom, freedom from fear, from regret, from financial stress, from unhealthy habits, from wasted time, from the pain of unrealized potential. Every disciplined action gives you power. Every lazy action takes power away from you. Some people blame others for their lack of progress: parents, society, circumstances, timing. But discipline is a choice only you can make. Even small discipline counts. Waking up on time, reading for 20 minutes, practicing a skill for half an hour, avoiding distractions for a focused hour. These simple acts shape your mindset. They build confidence. They turn chaos into structure and confusion into clarity. Discipline trains your mind to follow goals, not emotions. And once your mind learns that you do what you say, you become unstoppable. You stop negotiating with excuses and start moving with purpose. Your future self is watching everything you do today. They know whether you are building them or destroying them. Imagine meeting your future self, stronger, wiser, successful, fulfilled, and imagine the pride you will feel knowing you earned that version of yourself through discipline. That is why discipline is love. Love for your future, love for your potential, love for the life you can build. Anyone can dream, anyone can hope, but only the disciplined turn hopes into reality. So choose discipline today, and every day. Because when discipline becomes your lifestyle, success becomes your identity. Real growth is quiet, slow, and often invisible, and that is exactly why so many people fail to recognize it while it's happening. We live in a world where results are celebrated loudly, but the process behind those results remains hidden. Social media shows success like it happened instantly, but no one sees the lonely nights, silent struggles, and countless small efforts that created that success. People expect rapid transformation, immediate results, and fast progress. And when things don't change quickly, they doubt themselves and lose patience. But real growth doesn't work like lightning. It works like sunrise, slowly, gradually, and quietly, until one day the world sees the full light. Think about how children grow. You don't notice a child getting taller every day, yet after a year, the change is undeniable. Muscles don't appear after one workout, they build after months of dedication. Wisdom doesn't come from reading one book, it grows from continuous learning and applying knowledge over years. Trees don't reach the sky overnight, they start as seeds, growing roots long before branches appear. Similarly, your growth begins deep inside you, long before results are visible to others. You are growing in patience, discipline, confidence, clarity, and strength, even when no one sees it. What feels slow today will feel powerful tomorrow. The biggest mistake people make is confusing slow growth with no growth. They think if progress isn't visible, it isn't real. They expect transformation after a week of effort or success after a month of consistency. When they don't see big results quickly, they quit, not because they couldn't succeed, but because they didn't give success enough time to reveal itself. Silent progress is still progress. Every day you stay committed, even without visible results, you are winning. Your habits are shaping you. Your mindset is strengthening. You are becoming the person capable of achieving your dreams, long before the results arrive. You don't notice character growing, but it grows every time you choose discipline over comfort. You don't notice confidence building, but it builds every time you take action instead of making excuses. You don't notice strength developing, but it develops every time you push yourself one step further than before. Growth is like a whisper, quiet but powerful. It does not announce itself loudly, it reveals itself through your improved patience, your stronger mindset, your better decisions, your increased focus, your improved habits. You wake up one day and realize you don't think the same, react the same, or quit as easily as you used to. That is growth. That is transformation. Not dramatic, but real. Not flashy, but life-changing. The journey of growth will test you. There will be days when the effort feels heavy and progress feels slow. There will be moments when self-doubt whispers, "Is it worth it?" But remember, mountains are climbed one step at a time. Muscles are built one representative at a time. Dreams are achieved one disciplined day at a time. Consistent small progress is stronger than brief bursts of intensity. Slow growth builds roots, and roots create stability. What grows slowly lasts longer, stands stronger, and survives storms that fast success cannot withstand. So embrace the slow days. Respect the quiet progress. Honor the invisible work. Your journey is not supposed to be loud. It is supposed to build you in silence so one day your results will speak for you. Let others chase quick wins, you build lasting success. Let others seek applause, you seek improvement. One day, those who doubted your slow pace will admire your unshakable strength. Remember this always: if you are growing, even slowly, you are winning. Keep going. Your time is coming. Quiet progress is still progress. And one day, the world will see loudly what you worked on quietly.